Good morning, Turtle Club. Hope everyone is having a good Monday. I am having a good Monday so far. Started a new exercise routine, so that's kind of interesting. Company sponsored. They're actually really big, my company, about making sure that I get to work for them forever, right? Most companies try to do that with their employees, right? They see the... Whoops, that's unfortunate. Let's bring that back. Definitely don't want to knock your Bluetooth receiver off your desk if you can avoid it. But yeah, so my company, most companies, if they view an employee as an asset, something that they've invested time into, training, all sorts of things, right? They want to see return on that investment. It's like anything else. Pay money for a game, you want to be entertained by that game. You buy a book, you want to be entertained by that book. Company hires you on, trains you how to do things, they want to see return from that. So my company is very similar to that. And they have like a lot of good things at all stages of the company try to help that, benefits and whatnot. This latest one is it's kind of weird. It's a yoga program thing. Really neat kit. Provided all of our employees for free, anyone who wanted to. And they even provided a tablet for free, a yoga mat for free, a couple of body sensors for free, and it seems to be basically the same technology that we've seen in things like Ring Fit. But this particular program has to joke about it a little bit, a team of paid interns, right, that are constantly sending me text messages asking me, "Hey Mag, did you get the package? Hey Mag, have you set it up yet? Hey Mag, have you done the exercises on the thing yet?" I'm not sure if that's something I want to keep going up with, but having that reinforcement is kind of nice. Time to head back to Jubilife City. Well, I'm back in Jubilife City. Hello, person. Oh, that's right. We now have GWS access. Let's see here. I'm sure we'll have our fortune told. When was Mag born? I was born in August. Well, we were born on the 29th. We already know that. Yes. I wonder if that's just a fluff piece or if that's actually real legitimate randomization. If I remember right, up here is some plot. Yes, alright. Well now, impeccable timing as always. Businessman. True villainous fashion, Turtle Club. This person is wanting to attack the assistant if nothing good happens, and we wind up once again being roped into the conflict of a planet. At least, it was Team Aqua and Team Magma in Generation 3. In Generation 4, we at least have one enemy. I do like the setup here. The whole entire Team Galactic, all this stuff here. Alright, so we have Wurmple, we have Zubat, we have Budgie out. Budgie is not really good at all against any of this stuff. But if I do Stun Spore and Zubat, I'll at least be helping, right? Whoa! Budgie, how'd you outspeed a Zubat? I am surprised. I am very surprised that Budgie outsped a Zubat. That is not what I was expecting at all. Whatsoever. Wow. Alright. That I was expecting. So let's continue the trend, right? Let's stun the Wurmple. Because we're apparently faster than we thought we were. Well, Budgie's gonna be a heck of a Roselia, right? That wasn't really worth it. 59 versus 30 experience. Well, to be fair, right? These are Budgies and Wurmples and Zubats and stuff that are in this fight. They can't be all like Audino's and the like. What was the Nurse Joy Pokemon for this generation? Right, because you have Chansey all the way in Blissey, all the way through level Gen 3. And then in Black White, Gen 5, you have Audino. I don't remember what they were in Gen 4. Because it was like, you know, Chansey, and then it was like Happiny and Blissey. This won't do. Retreat, retreat. I think Chansey was Gen 4, right? I think it was like the same. Harness that power for sinister deeds. Huh. Interesting. Start only evolutions. Alright. Oh! Baby! I love how this whole entire conversation with Bebe here is completely about the stickers and stuff. And if you don't pay close attention to it, you don't really realize the other thing she said, which was, hey, you can now use your box wherever you'd like. Which is super important in my opinion. That's the real reason why I was happy to see her there. Okay, so we already fought this person. There's nothing there. We don't have headbutt. I remember that is something in this game, right? Is you can headbutt trees, or is that another one I'm thinking about? My daddy gave me Pokemon. They're going to beat yours up. Youngster Tyler with 2 Pokemon. Oh, Tyler, today is not your day with a Magikarp. Bye-bye, Magikarp. Hope everyone's week's going good so far. I mean, it's the beginning of the week, but here's hoping. Here's hoping. You know, new week, new stuff, new experience. Always hopeful when the week starts. Thundershock. And for those who might have missed the Nino Kuni stream last week, we actually took on 2 bosses during that stream. Managed to accomplish quite a bit. The game is really good. Both anime art styles, this game and that game, both very much in the grindy role-playing session, but amazing, even though they're both even really turn-based to a point, how different these 2 games are. Well, this is not going to work. We're going to trade out. Probably for Starly, I think. Starly should be able to make short work of this by using Wing Attack. Excellent. Anything back behind here? Nope. Hello, little boy. Hey. Did we come all this way for nothing? No, we have martial arts on our side, right? Yeah. Bidoof. So I gotta ask myself, right? What about over here? That clearly is an exit hole. Aha! Shinies. Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb is a pretty good move. I gotta admit, it hits fairly decently hard. I went to try to open my items, and all of a sudden we were attacked by a Zubat. That's fair. Adjacent. Pokemon Sheets. Confused. It always was weird in Generation 1 Pokemon, right? You had several status elements. And traditionally in role-playing games like Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy or games of that nature, which were the RPGs that we kind of, hey, Starly's evolving. Just gonna let this play through real quick. Oh, there we go. We got us a Star Elvis. So, you know, there were conditions that you would get hit by in RPG games. Usually it was confusing, or poison, or some kind of like status drop that you get hit by. And of those status elements, it was always... Well, I guess this is just a forced fight, right? Yeah, forced fight. There was just always like one that would stick around. So you would get poisoned and that was it. You had to use something to kill the poison. Sleep normally would wear off. Confusement would wear off. A lot of the other elements would wear off outside of combat. There wasn't any reason why you would, carry around a lot of things. Especially in a game like Final Fantasy, where you could just sleep out in the open. You had objects that you could eventually get into that would give you those kind of options. So when I first started playing Pokemon, Paralyze, Poison, Burn, Frozen, these things that just really kind of out of nowhere just hung on to you, clung like just a really bad penny. It always kind of confused me a little bit, though, that the confused status, or even the sleep status, right? Sleep would stick if you didn't wake up from it in the middle of combat. It always was odd that all of the status conditions, the confused condition was the one that never shook off. And all the other ones would stay if you didn't get rid of them by combat. Which really kind of makes Arceus a very different game. Because in Arceus, all those conditions like drop off once you're out of combat. But also in Arceus, Pokemon can't hold items. They haven't figured out how yet. So, you know, there's some give and take there. Alright, so Pokemon. Store A, you see? Poison sticks here. Restore. Antidote. Cure all little story. Alright. An awakening. Well, that's not good. Every last one of these things that we've managed to pick up, we've had to use at some point. What's my opinion on bug Pokemon? They are tasty for my bird Pokemon. Oh, it's a tater tot. I mean, a cricket tot. Alright, bud, you are not going to be the best thing to fight this, so we'll just swap out. Starry. Cricket tot used growl, alright. And it didn't really do a whole lot. Shinx and Budyu both leveled up. Nice. I think Budyu is a happiness evolution though. And we'll just keep this out. Easy KO here. Looks like if we had cut, we could use cut. Strongest in their class. Don't know what they are as far as their Pokemon. Pachirisus. Okay. Well, this isn't a bad setup here because we have Turtwig and. Alright, so we'll paralyze here. I think Leafage hits everything? Nope. Razor Leaf hits everything? There we go. Wait, I don't think we can paralyze. Nope. We cannot paralyze. We can't paralyze electric types. Alright, so we'll just absorb and we'll just keep Razor Leafing. We're basically using range things that aren't physical hits, like absorb, razor leaf, those kind of things, because these things could have static, which basically will just paralyze us, and it's not good. One cute little electric rat down, one more to go. It always strikes me as funny, Turtwig, in every Pokemon game. Starting with like Gen 3, because it didn't really happen in Gen 2. Gen 2, they were just largely trying to capitalize on Gen 1 success, and the regions for Gen 1 and Gen 2 were right beside each other, so you could cross over to them at the end of the game. It started with Gen 3 with like Plusle and Minun. We started seeing these Pikachu at home, right? We have an electric mouse Pokemon that is not exactly Pikachu, but it's Pikachu at home. And Pachirisu was the Gen 4 one. It's always struck me as odd that basically rats are what get to be electric types in this game. So. Making our way to the next Pokemon place. Hello, you. So, in this game, when I was playing on my own playthrough, this blew my mind. Just handing out Jirachis. No, we're good. Jirachi, you go in the box. Alright. And here's a Mew, because why not? It completely floored me. For them to basically hand out the, you know, Jirachi and Mew like that. I am kind of curious as to why there's no Celebi. Emotionally healed. No, not really. But berries. Yes, we are going to grab some berries. Unlike our Emerald playthrough, we can actually replant berries and water them once we have a watering can. I bet the watering can is back this way. Orange berries. It looks like a gardening club of some sort. Yeah, spray duck. Awesome. Trash can is always empty, though I want to find leftovers. Chesto berry. Wait, trade berries for stickers. Interesting. Huh. That's right. This game has the same mechanic that Generation 3 had with the, well, a similar mechanic with competition stuff. Actually, we can fly back here once we get fly. So, sleep, poisoning, HP. We'll plant an orange berry. We'll sprinkle it with water. So, shout out to the Lurk Squad. Thanks for being here, guys. Always appreciate you guys when you show up. As far as this game goes, in Pokemon Generation 3 and 2 even, right? Because we had berries in those games. Those were kind of the start of Pokemon daily quests. Alright, won't let him in. Grab this antidote. Beat this person up. But yeah, like, the idea of turning on a Pokemon game every day in like the 90s, sure we do stuff like that because we wanted to play it. Like, you know, the original OG Pokemon has Dunsparce. Oh, that wasn't good. It's Dunsparce the second time. But yeah, we'd play it when we wanted to. We'd wake up, we'd be bored. We'd, come home from school, we'd be bored. Oh, we can't. Or you see you. But we play whatever game was fun. And we still kind of do that to this day, right? Can't really get away with that to a point. Hey! Glamwow's no longer limber. Glamwow now can't sleep. That's fine. We're just going to paralyze it. Oh, we've been growled a lot. It doesn't mean that we're going to take extra damage. So now we're just going to absorb until this thing drops. And hopefully it works. But you know, when we started playing Gen 2, it became one of those things, well, they had a clock, and it kind of needed some time. And you had to make sure that day and night was a thing. You had to make sure that you were getting to play the game twice a day, maybe, if you were trying to get certain Pokemon. And that became problematic. You know, I was on my way to adulthood when I caught my first copy of Crystal, and the game's fun. Had zero problems with it, really, except for the fact that it felt after a while like a chore. And you know, a lot of games are built that way today, mainly because it's all about showing the numbers of how many people are playing. All these games, for the most part, have some sort of internet connectivity. How many players do you have? We have 300 that log on today, and don't mind the fact that of those 300, only 275 of them, or actually only 25 of them, rather, 275 of them were just hopping on to get a daily reward and log off, but they count. It's all about making those numbers make a certain kind of sense. Alright, so we made him fight, run away. He tells us his friends in the flower patch. These guys boot us back, right? Yeah. We're not allowed to fight them until they want to fight us. We're not the bully, they are. But yeah, so back in the old days, though, it was less about having those engagement numbers, and it was more about simply, well, oh, here we go. More about simply just having people to talk about the game. Hey, what you playing? Oh, I'm playing Pokemon. We must ensure the brat stays quiet. Well, I got news for you. I'm a very chatty brat. Oh. Alright. Time to swap out to the Endless Bird. Here comes Starry. It's interesting that a bird's got like, of all the things, you know, some people are afraid of birds, so I guess I can see that being scary. This particular bird is supposed to be some sort of like hawk-like bird, like Star Raptor, right? Once it gets all the way up to its max. But you know, the bugs be probably afraid of it. But dude, headbutt. Yeah, we'll learn headbutt. It's a 7100 versus Tackle's 4100, so that's just a upgrade. Up next, thinks we'll get an advantage. Got some news for it though. It's not really that much of an advantage. You know, I don't think it has. We're gonna call an audible here. We're gonna see if we can actually take out this Zubat with just about you. Okay, that was a bad audible. We're gonna retreat back to Shinx like we should have in the first place. Oh no, we're confused. There's a very, very non-zero chance that it won't do that twice. And we outspeed. How about that? Wow. That's got some beefy background stats though on its defense. All right, okay. Okay. Hey, Shinx is doing that Evo thing. Alright. We may not get a badge this stream, but we have 2 evolutions under our belt. That's pretty good. It would be really great if we get a 3rd evolution. I gotta ask myself. Alright, speaking of that, we do have to go over here and change some things. Forgot about that. Let's update this real quick. Boom. Wait, no. That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. There we go. Alright, get our team updated. Hey, here's a key. Might as well take the key. Jar of honey. That's an out-of-place flower, but that's fine. So this is a honey tree. And we can slather it with honey. And the way this game works is there are some Pokemon that you can only get by the honey tree. One of those particular Pokemon is Munchlax. Munchlax has a chance of only a few different trees, and it's random. When you start your game, you basically have a seed that determines which trees could potentially have a Munchlax. So my dreams of having a Munchlax from this game are very small. It's actually worse odds than Phoebus from Generation 3. Because you have to find the honey, and then after finding the honey, you then slather on a tree, and then you wait, and then you get the roll. I thought I saw a bush shake, but I don't think bush shakes happen. Yeah, we're going to use the Lord's key. We're going to come in here. We're going to kick the door down. Go, Lissy, we're home. It's a vending machine that doesn't work. This is how professional does it. Uh-huh. I'm not sure exactly how professional this professional is, but we'll see. What do we got going on here? Cascoon, huh? Come on. Go down. There we go. Alright, story idea. Have at it. Time to eat everything this thing throws out. Harden is a minor concern at this level because Wing Attack is a physical attack. And it's a Cascoon and not a Silcoon, which means it can poison us. Alright. It's 104 Poké-Dollars for winning. I'll take it. We'll go beat this guy up. I am a very big supporter of fighting all of these random trainers that we can come across because they do give extra experience points for very little effort. And speaking of little effort, swap me over to our bird Pokemon again. No, we're not worried about this flat out. But there's a Pro Ugly that we are really concerned about. Speaking of Pro Ugly that we're worried about. Let's see here. Well, poor Story, you can't learn anything there for a good trick. Okay, so Pokemon. We're going to take our Staravia, we're going to swap it up here to the front party. I think. Summary, Luxio has Rivalry. Not Intimidate. Alright, so Staravia is our best bet. Let's grab these potions. Luxio. And Budgie really doesn't need it, but if things get really, really bad, we want to be as prepared as we can. They don't understand what we do. It's a little sad. You don't know why we steal people's Pokemon? I mean, that's always been like the bad guys kind of thing. We're stealing these things for the better. Alright, Mars. Zubat! Hey, Zubat, how's it going? We did forget about the Zubat. That's fine. Oh, not the best thought. Wasn't really expecting a U-turn. Alright, this thing hurts. This thing really hurts. We're really hoping to kind of chip away at it. I'm fighting your Pokemon. It's what you started doing. Scratch is really gonna hurt. It's got a pinch berry, which really hurts. I think we get knocked out here. Yeah. Now I put Staravia out, which should go and hit it with the Intimidate. I should be able to just wing attack it out. We'll keep Zubat, or we'll keep Staraptor, or Staravia in for Zubat. I don't think it's really going to matter at this point. Hey, that could have mattered. We'll take it. Doof. Alright, Staravia. Yeah. Commander Mars and her Perugly. And then all the bad guys are gone. So the balloon Pokemon, there's a Drift Bloom that you can find on here on Fridays. Apparently it'll actually just be outside in the grass. Alright. These guys are now gone. It's a whole adventure going up through there. So let's go heal up real quick because we made a goof. And we'll probably be able to make it through that area on our way to the next city. Yes, we would like to rest our Pokemon. I'm so used to holding my B button down for running shoes. Alright. That looks like a camper, which means we're probably looking at stuff that will lead us to grass and water. Maybe bug type though. That's neither. That is something that starts fires. Oh, Turtwig. I am so sorry. So very sorry. That is only minor problematic. We can go to Bidoof and we can roll out. think this is the first time we've actually put the little guy out there. Go little Pokey Beaver. Roll. Roll like the little chunky D6 you are. I do like how moves like rollout were used in Arceus. They weren't automatic like this. Oh, all right. Let's just hit it with headbutt and see how bad it hurts it. In Arceus, when you start attacking, you can become fixated on a move, which means it does what rollout does, but it's not automatic. So we're definitely having a problem here. It's about to do the same thing, possibly. It is male, so we can definitely get that boost from Rivalry. Wow, we went for Ember? We weren't really expecting that. I wonder how the AI is built in this game. Because in the original 4, there would be choices made before you swapped. But in things like Arceus and some of the newer Pokemon, you have those choices made post-swap. Ooh, Curse. Oh my goodness. That's such a beefy move. Oh man. I think we're gonna go for it. So for a ghost type, Curse is a damage over time effect that happens by sacrificing half your hit points. But if you're not a ghost, you sacrifice half your speed and you get extra, like, offense. Alright. This should hopefully not be a fire-type Pokemon. Whoa! Hiker Daniel. Did you bring the whole dude squad? Did bring the chop. If I remember right, special attack. So let's just read the output here. Attack rose, defense rose. So it's not special. Okay. But it is a defense boost. And Revenge does hurt. We're not rock type yet, so it's not that bad. And here comes Baidu. Boulder? Rollout. Not really good against me to start with. It just still surprises me how beautiful this game looks. Like, it's a remake of a Game Boy game. The game graphics have been super refreshed. The backgrounds are beautiful. The textures are great. It just flummoxes me with all of this done by a company that wasn't even given any of the source code for Pokemon. Or none of the assets either. I mean, they really had to do like all this from scratch. That Scarlet Violet have so much issues compared. Ball story, yeah. We're probably gonna get Stun Spore. Or were you seated? Good morning! How's it going, Sal? Worry Seed. We like Worry Seed. Worry Seed's perfectly fine. Poison Point. Nah, it's not as fine. Such a weird thing to have up here. There we go. I knew there had to be a hidden item. Alright, Pokemon. Poor little Staravia. Restore it with an antidote. Let's restore Bidoof with a potion. You ready to hit the highway soon? Uncle has another appointment with the surgeon. Broke his kneecap. Oh! Broke his patella. That's not good. Okay. Turtle Club. Shellos is one of my favorite Pokemon in all of Pokemon. You're catching this thing. You missed my streams lately. Well, thank you for popping back in. You know, it's all good. We totally understand. Life happens. Our goal is to still stream every Monday in the morning and every Monday in the evening whenever possible. And so that's our goal this year, to at least stream twice a week, even if it's the same day 2 times. We want to beat what we did last year, which was pretty pitiful. It was once a week at best. I really, as we get some things taken care of in the background here, yes, Shellos. No, we want this thing in our party. We want this thing in our party a whole lot. Oh, what do we want to replace it with? Let's see here. First off, I think we replaced Magikarp. I mean, I really enjoy Magikarp. I really do. But it's Shellos. And you really... It's just one of those Pokemon that are just brutal. Water and ground. I mean, we had water ground, right? In our other team, we had the almighty Marshtomp, and it's better than Marshtomp in some cases. So the last time we fought one of these campfire people, it was a fire type. Let's put the pink jelly bean out against it. See if we can even if it's a ground type or a rock type, water's still good against it. Hey, this is good too. This thing's electric type. Pink jelly bean of death. It is slower than slow, but it is steady and it will win the race. We've hit it twice with Mud Slap. I feel like we can just shoot this thing with water gun and be okay even. Look at that. Look at that. We've been leered at. The little electric mouse looked at us funny. Going to watch while you get ready? Alright, well thank you, Sal. Appreciate it. Drive safe. Be thinking about your uncle. Kneecap surgery is a Pakarisu. We'll just keep this thing going. You know, it's pretty common these days. I actually had a brother-in-law who got it, and you know, it's not ideal, but it's fairly routine these days, so that should go fine. Get ground out by this little squirrel, and then we'll mud slap it a few times. And then we'll squirt it with the squirt gun. Baby doll eyes, please don't hit me. Well, we're shooting you with special attack, I think. Oh, that. We might be getting into some trouble. Let's go back to Mud Slap. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just swap budget. Between helping your grandmother with him and working for hectic. I can imagine, Sal. That's... wow. That is quite an extra helping of caregiver that you have currently going on with your current primary job. And taking care of family members is a full-time secondary job. Alright. Hey! PGP, how's it going? Welcome back. Alright. This should put this thing down. And thankfully we only had to use the Shellos and the Budgie for this. So it'd be a good experience split for this too with the XP all as well. Hey, Buddy's level 18. Great. Shellos already up to 10. Learning Recover. That's great to learn. That's going to come in handy. That's going to come in handy. Alright, 480 for winning. Should it be any evolution? Oh, hey, there we go. Got another evolution. Oh, that's all good, PGP. We just kind of like exploring and playing. The primary goal of this playthrough is to get through the Elite Four and then bring on the team that's up the top into this game so they can play through and then be traded to people. Water gun. Yes. Growl is just not the best option for this. Hey, Turtwig getting evolved too. Yes. Bam. We have Turt or Grottle, and then Torterra at the end. Turtwig's pretty good for single playthrough on this. There are males and females and some that you can't tell. Well, yeah, it's kind of the way a lot of things go. Should not just assume a Pokemon's gender until you've seen what the symbol is. Alright. We are currently actually at the 8 o'clock mark though, Turtle Club, which means we will have to be ending the playthrough here. Let's see here. Can I... Yep, I can juke through there, so we can just go ahead and save here. And we'll be able to pick up. Got an actual dex before beating the game. The Fernape, Staraptor, Luxray, Weavile, Gardevoir, and Roserade. See, I'm looking at Roserade at the moment for basically grass status elements. But since we have the Grottle, don't really feel like we want to double up there too much. I do think, because of the way this game works, what I'm probably going to do once I unlock the Underground is go after a Houndoom for my Dark and Fire type. And our team will probably be Shellos, Torterra, Houndour, Shinx for the electric coverage, and I don't quite know what Bidoof will become instead. But that's kind of like just me thinking a little bit. We might key Staraptor. But yeah, we're pretty much keeping in mind what our next gyms are going to be. And so the next gym after this one, I'm 99% sure is water with the weird water level maze thing. And then afterwards, I want to say it's fighting. And so I think we're good for like the first 4 or 5 gyms. But all that said, I do want to thank you all, Turtle Club, for coming out. Shout out to the Lurk Squad. You guys are always as amazing as ever. Sal, thank you for popping in. And drive safe while you're taking your uncle in to get a surgery, or to see the surgeon at least. PGP, thank you for popping by. Really appreciate it. Again, Turtle Club, just a reminder, 12 hours from now, we'll be playing Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. We've currently went through 5 bosses. Or no, not 5 bosses, it just seems like it. 3 bosses, and really, to be honest, I don't know how long the game's going to work, so it'll be interesting to see how far we can get through with that. And let's see here, we'll get somebody that has an ice type move. Yeah, that's true. Ice is pretty good for about everything. The rule of thumb is usually you want your water, fire, grass trinity, and then typically like a fighting move, a ice move, and something that is anti-psychic to a degree or anti-ghost to a degree. So one of those, usually like a hard-hitting bug move's pretty good for that. But that's kind of where you want to balance things out. But we'll see where we go. I mean, we've only gotten 1 badge, so who knows? The Turtle Club, I'm going to have myself a good night. Hopefully out there you guys have a good week, a good breakfast, a good lunch, a good dinner, good week, just a good Monday. But whatever you do, Turtle Club, stay safe, wash your hands, and as always, have a good one.